chance, I thought I'd reuse some of my watercolor paper that I was using to pick up color from. I have a few stamps or punches here, heart ones, and I thought it'd be really cute to make some heart cards or anything like that kind of thing. And I'm trying to punch it out. So let's see if I could do it. Hopefully not break my punch. So I'm just punching out some hearts here. And I thought it would be really cute to make it into a canvas as well. So I could put a few hearts on a canvas. So I'm just playing with it. I grabbed some tissue paper. I'm going to grab my archival ink, and I have this stamp, so I'm going to stamp that out onto my tissue paper. Whoa, opening it the wrong way. I have this foam behind there so I can properly stamp it. And hopefully I got enough ink around on there. Nope, kind of just dab it more. My archival ink is getting a little bit dry, so I'm just going to do that one. I kind of like that. I got it because I liked it. It was on sale for like cheap, like 80% off at Michael's. So I'm going to go with that one and see part of my little canvas. And I just kind of was looking around for what do I want to use. So it's going to be like a mixed media canvas. And I have my hearts here that I picked out right here. And now I am going to go with a little bit of gesso. Just a drop. And I'm going to scrape it on. So, just because I feel like scraping it on today. And give that a little bit somewhat dry. I'm just going to grab a dab. I got this metallic gold. And I'm going to grab one of these to spread. It's from DecoArts. It is called, it contains 5 tools, DecoArts. It's for creating smooth textures, peaks, and all those kind of things. It's for texture making. So I'm just going to dip it into my gold and go like that. And just kind of play with it. So these little canvases are really cool for playing too, right? So trying new things, and that's what I'm doing. So I have a little gesso in the background and a little bit of gold on the foreground. I'm going to put that in the water. I'm going to dry that up. I think that's cute. Tissue. I do it on my tissue because I obviously can't stamp. I'm going to put love with it too. I can't obviously stamp on the canvas. It just doesn't stamp well. So I'm going to put it on. I'm going to kind of Mod Podge it on. And grab, oh, sorry guys, I'm a little slow. I'm off the ball today. I'm off the, okay, so off my game. I'm going to use this stamped image. It's a little different than I normally do it. I'm just going on the back because I don't want to, so far I'm not too sure about how much I want to put a little bit. See, I got, and also too, that's why I didn't put any on the canvas because I was just not sure of the placement yet. Now it just kind of melts right into the background. So I could add a little bit more metallic over it if I wish, just to kind of blend it in after. But now I kind of see where it is. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to dry that off. I want to put my hearts around it. So I'm going to dry that off. Before I add my hearts or anything, I want to add a little bit of color. So I'm going to use my watercolor crayons. And I'm going to put color down that I think I'm going to use. So I've got red. I have my orange. I do have a dark green. I'm going to maybe have it off the side where you guys can't see it, but a lighter green. And I might use a little bit of, oh, I don't even know. Little bit. I'll put a little bit of yellow in there for contrast with color. I don't think I'll need any other colors. I'll put a tad of white for lightening. It does work to lighten it up a little bit, I find. So, and that's what I'm going to put. I'm going to start off with the flower. Oh, I didn't put black down. And I use the black for darkening up, shading and stuff. So there we go. Start off with the flower, the rose. Make it red. So it works really nice. And go in with a little tad of black. Just to shade it in a bit. And just playing with it and making it shade. I could also use a bit of browns or whatever too, but you could do. I don't know. I gotta put closer so you guys can see. It's shading in the see on the inside of the flower there like that. I'm holding it up here and kind of doing it. I could bring my, I have to move my legs down a bit, I think, on my tripod. So I will do that. I did that. Now I have this little sponge in here and it's got some moisture and I use it to wipe. I've decided that this is what I do and it's working for me to help wipe instead of just using the cloth all the time. And then I can rinse out my sponge and I just do that to clean it. Works for me. So this one here in the back, I'm going to put a little bit more black to it. Make it a little darker. Add more red to the tip. So I'm just kind of painting this up. And yeah. Fun way to do this, a stamp. You could do it markers as well. A lot of people do love coloring with the markers. So that would be lovely. Anyway, so now I'm going to go into the grade. I'm going to go lower green, the lower leaves a little bit more. I know that one was a bit higher. And then I have a lighter green for the tips. And that's it for that. So it's just it's a really nice hint of color. I'm gonna rinse that off or wipe that off on my sponge. Go in with a bit of red. So I'm just, you know, using an image that you could use an image from a printer or anything like that, computer too. But I kind of thought, well, I haven't used this yet. I haven't had a chance to. So kind of, I'm going to go in with the reddish black. I might have to get more black out. I want her nose to be a little darker. And that's it. That's that for that. Now I'm just doing the white, and it does show, so it's really nice light. So that's cute. I'm going to go in with my black watercolor Rama hearts that I've chosen here. And I'm just going to do like a border instead of inking. So I'm just going to do that. But then I'm going to go with my water pen and wet it and have a nice subtle smeared kind of border. It's going to look nice. It's going to be pretty. Make sure I'm doing the right side. I did some inking on both sides, I think, on this paper, picking it up and grabbing what was left on the watercolor for what I was going for, the look, but it might work. So just look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now I know, isn't that pretty? Oh, you can't see it. Terrible, terrible me. But the color just kind of stains across. It's just a little... isn't that pretty? So I like that rather than just inking it sometimes. See? And I could just use you could use any kind of tool to hold it so you can, your big fingers, my big fat fingers are not in there. So you can see, but it makes it easier to see too when you're working. Now I'm just basically going to arrange them to what I like. And that's about it, really. And so I'm using my Aleene's tacky glue. I think that one was tilted that way. Just like that. And I'm going to add a little bit more gold to my page. Try to add another heart. That is just a little, with a little bit more interest if I could get the glue onto it. So that's about that. Okay. I'm going to grab my gold and I'm going to put a little bit more gold on the page. So I'm just going to add a little bit more gold to the page. I'm using my stylus, just dipping it in. Because the gold's not quite coming through the tissue paper as brilliant, of course, as the other sides. You can see that, but everything else looks really nice. So I just want some of that gold to come through a little bit more. So I'm going to use the Posca pens that I received as a gift from Cat Hand, and I am going to try third time the charm. Move the light again. Perfection. Okay, so now I'm just outlining the eyes. They're very juicy markers. I gotta be very careful. I won't be able to go around the dots, but I'll put them back on with the white Posca pen. Is that what they say? Yeah, Posca. Really cool pens. Gonna do the nose and the inside of the mouth black. Yeah, I just thought just go over it and Make it really stand out. So I'm just trying to be careful I don't color in her teeth black. Very cute. So yeah, I'm kind of almost like, oh no, I'm doing it all. Well, may as well, I guess. Doodle on it all. Get it all popping out. I don't know if I should have outlined it all, but now it's like I can't stop. Well, because it just really brightens everything up, and then the other stuff looks so dull, so you kind of start something, you gotta finish it. But the nice thing about it is that I'm kind of going over messily with my roses here, so it's kind of, to me, looking a little better than the stamped rose, because I can just kind of wiggle it, the petals a bit more, make it look a little more natural to me. So that's kind of cool. So that's it. Pretty nice and bright. To be honest, if I had the other colors, the red and all that, I probably would have done it all in the Posca pen, or however you say it. Okay, I'm going to quickly heat this up because it's what I just touched is wet, and then I want to go over the white. Now I don't know if I want to do. Oops, I was like, oh, did I turn on the video? Yes, I did. There you go. Hello, face. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I really like it now. I was getting a little worried that I was going too much with it, but look at that. So I'm going to go very light. Push a little longer. Yay! It worked. That's really cool. What a very easy pen to use. Love it. And I think it's cute. Now I'm going to probably go around the edges with the pen here. Oh, maybe I should go with the watercolor first, see how I like that. I'm going to go on the canvas with the watercolor, see how I like that. Kind of did like it with the hearts, so what an interesting canvas, huh? Very interesting. Well, it's not usual that we do this kind of thing on a canvas, like doodle and on a canvas, like on our journals, yes, but not that usual for me anyway on the canvas. So I'm going to no, I'm not sure. No, I like it like this, actually. I'm kind of going in further because I just didn't like the way it was, but pulling it in, pushing it in further works for me. Isn't that weird? It's weird. It's too controlled, maybe. So just gonna go around some spots. There you go. Darken it up. I like it. I think it's okay. Cute. I'm playing, but I'm gonna see what it looks like if I were to go on the hearts. Well, I could have done a nicer job of that. I might not be able to tell because I did a choppy job. But I want to see what it would look like if I did this. Whoa, hit the camera. Beat you guys up. I'm terrible. And if I went, I'm going to hit a little heat on that. Just a touch. I don't want to get my white all black. But I was wondering what it would look like if I were to doodle on it. I'm really happy with it too, so I don't want to mess it up. That's why I'm kind of like, I have a heart over here. Oh, I have a heart. What do you think, guys? A little doodling on it would help. Or even dashes. So I'm going to doodle on the hearts a bit. That was my test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do dashes on the hearts. And then I'm going to probably put some white on them. Maybe. I prefer the dashes to the solid line. I think that's cute. Going round and around. And I kind of just put glue in the center of the heart so they kind of stick out 3D-ish. I like that. That's much better. So I kind of like that. Look, I didn't want to stick them all down perfectly flat. I wanted some dimension, which it looks good. But I didn't want to put like a pop dot or anything back there. I'm not into that as much on canvases. It's pulling together a lot better. So I was just playing with my leftover paper, and I thought I'm going to do something hearts, and I'm going to randomly didn't even know what stamp I was going to grab. So I mean, this is kind of turning out pretty cool. I'm not even sure if I'm going to add white to those. I think I just love them the way they are. So I'm really liking the way it is. Do I want to add more? Add a few here. And I'm not even going to do the whole thing because I want it to be really, I don't know, different. What do you guys think? I hope you guys like it. I think it's pretty cool myself. Cute little canvas. I think this one's done. I'm going to put a little bit of matte glue sealer from DecoArts from Americana. And I'm going to try not to smear the color that I painted on here, watercolor. It'll be very gentle. I tend to be really lucky with these that I don't smear the colors, so I've been doing it always kind of just very lightly over the watercolor areas, and I've been lucky. So I love the glue has a little slight brush stroke that it leaves behind on projects that I just love that look. So that's why I tend to use it always, almost always. So I just really love that look. This is my first time using this glue here, blah blah. So I'm hoping the sealer, I'm hoping it works. I can't get my decoupage or my Mod Podge open that I usually use, and so I'm using this one, and this is it, friends. This is my little miniature canvas. Don't forget, there's just so many little things we could do with these. We could put little magnet strips on it and put it on the fridge for gifts for your friends. The only thing I would change on this, looking at it, to be honest, is the skeleton is too gold. And I think I would take the time to go over it all in white. And I did do the sealer on there, but I'm really not happy with the gold in the background. Which I should have thought about, I suppose, ahead of time, but it just didn't really occur to me that I didn't like it. So I might just go over it and cover that. Like I thought, friends, it looks much better with an all-white skull. So now I'm happy I went over it, and I am pleased. Now she is done. And I can say, bye guys. Don't forget to craft like a duck. See you later.